Marco Morelli out front, no plan B, 95, looking for a ride.
Marco Morelli locked onto the rear to Pirelli of that.
Up at the inside then, we got Uriarte looking back from second place, no, in the lead actually, in the World Championship next year. It's his final season in Rookies Cup. Will he sign off with a
KTM?
Martinez has gone down unfortunately at turn 2. That's a shame. I think the same happened now is Uriarte. So there you go. He wasn't letting him get away. He's back in front, in charge. Another win before potentially heading to the world stage.
As I say, he qualified
yesterday, didn't it? Martinez went wide yesterday, so he finished 4th. In command here in Rookies Cup Race 2.
Yeah, and the way he rode yesterday was just on the front row in 3rd place on the spare bike. So he's obviously got this
a couple of points, but fastest lap of the race earlier in the gravel this time around, unfortunately.
So superb. He sat there right on the tail with the confidence that's sorted out now. It's working really well for him, and he's making full use of it.
Christian Daniel for the Venezuelan.
Need to rejoin the race, so maybe he'll pick up a place again. He said that he knew that he could win the race from Kianda Rabadiva, and
Junior in 3rd position has a track limits warning. One more time on the green, and he too will have a long lap.
That's the 54 of Vader Fatama. Indeed he did, but he's lost the lead now.
Morelli just up the inside.
Made
penalty. He cannot afford to make that mistake again. The number 70 going for second.
Fell off yesterday, but now is wanting to deal with the number. Move over, made him think about that one.
And look, there's your man, the 50, the inside of Brian Uriarte. He finally makes a move at turn 7. Absolutely.
13 of Hakim Danish. He's a couple of places ahead of him at the moment, and that would give him 2nd place in the cup.
4, he was biding his time, but he's back, ladies and gents. It's Vader Fatama going brilliant from the American up in the 2nd spot. This is absolutely.
But it's Brian Uriarte, our cup champion, leading with Marco Morelli right on his tail.
For the lead here in race 2. He's up to 2nd place. He's been carving his way through. Sensational.
And it's going to be about 5 abreast on the brakes here. It's Marco Morelli.
Still all to play for, as we know. As Mitani gets pushed wide by car pushing the pole sitter in number 7.
Morelli with the advantage.
Vader on the inside. Bryant's back to 5th, Peter.
Yeah, another
Rookies Cup in this final race of the year. Mitani and Fatama absolutely. And now he's in the lead.
Into the lead, yeah. I wondered if he was just saving a bit of tyres. They're going to keep off the green as they go on to the last lap through this long right-hander. They're all
brilliant, as close as you like. They are not shy one bit, are they?
3 laps to go as they go across the 9 now, and it is the double winner from Mugello. Managed to stay away from it. It is Marco Morelli that leads from Vader Fatama, from Christian Daniel Jr. No, that's right. I mean, Zen is really good at wedging himself a gap, isn't he? He just will sort of. Vader Fatama has the advantage over the 95 of Marco Morelli. Brian Uriarte in 3rd place. Brian Uriarte, the cup points leader, is back in 4th place. Hakim Danish is still down in. Put his elbows in and squeeze through.
What a character! What a character!
4 abreast behind them.
Goodness me, it is.
13th place.
He's made a spot up. He's on the back of that group. That's the best he's going to achieve. It's absolutely love it. Gonzalez moves to the inside, up the inside, and Morelli there. Tama in the lead then from Uriarte. Morelli trying to hang out the outside. He doesn't get there. So here we go, Peter. One of the main overtaking spots. Brian, you got something in hand. The 95 looks for a little bit of space to get first as well, but gets the door slammed shut by the cutback from Uriarte, so he'll have to settle for 3rd at the moment for the next corner or stand on Vader apparently, but where is it? He's ahead of you. You got to make that move to extend. Uriarte. Oh, just sensational. And there we go. Gonzalez was so. But you can tell from the pace, Peter, they have really turned the wing up. In that lead in the championship, but he's got so many other riders to contend with. The fastest rider of the race last time around.
Superb stuff. And in something
in the leaders, the top 5 or so, but they're not that much quicker than. This is absolutely cracking. 7 riders up for the win here.
Yeah, Marco Morelli.
It's not how you want to sign off from rookies.
No, Marco Morelli has the lead now.
Everybody else behind behind them. They really are just now mucking each other about, really.
Down in 6th place in the cup chase. He's not in the battle. It's down to Vader, and Marco Morelli takes the lead for the first time in this race. He's got his head down and
trying to jostle for position. They're not thinking about going as fast as possible. It's about tactics.
Brian Ariarte.
Vader goes into the lead, Peter. What a move on the exit of turn 3.
He did. Danish rejoins the race, but he's obviously going to be out of the points. Vader Patama just has to sort of
snap.
Right, and there's a great slow-mo of the 54. He has the advantage. Brian is slower in, got a superb drive out, and Brian has gone with him. You see, being quick and slow finish, really, to pick up a couple of points to go back in front of Hakim Danish in the battle. Ariarte, Marco Morelli in 3rd place. Out really ruined it for Morelli, who's dropped back from 1st to 3rd place.
Christian Daniel looking
2nd place in the cup.
That is such a crying shame, isn't it? Goodness me, well.
Yeah, great position progression, 15th to 3rd for Mark.
Up the inside, but Morelli's so late on the brakes, quite sideways as well there. We turn our attention back then, so it could well be Ariarte and Vader, your top.
Morelli is in 5th place. He's had a similar progression down the hill.
It is! Wow, it's going to be potentially 1-2 in the championship, 1-2 in the race. 2. But who will win the final race of the year? Morelli.
Vader Patama leads Brian Ariarte. Well, Brian Ariarte
Peter, here we go. We're headed towards the final sector. Morelli still in. He leads from Gonzalez, who really wants that 4th position in the standings.
Oh, the opposition, just how good he is on the brakes. He doesn't take the lead.
3rd position, Daniel hanging it fast round the outside, tyres screaming. In his debut season in rookies, and Mitani wants another podium as well. There is Danish limping around this time.
And Ramadiva has a track limits warning.
Yeah, he will. Give me more grip, I need it. Here we go.
Yeah, and it is now. It's Patama that
again then.
And it's something that Marco Morelli said yesterday. He said
not want to go on the green anymore then in towards the closing laps as Morelli dives up.
Leads over Brian Ariarte, but you know that Marco Morelli's going to have something to say. You know, when you're aware that the guys around you are battling for the cup and you're not in the running, he said.
The inside of Ariarte again. 2 riders really at the
say about that in the last 2 corners. Just 2 corners. This is where Brian Ariarte took the lead. Some part of you wants to say, okay, I better, keep away from them. He said, but
top of the game, but Vader Patama's starting to get away from it, Peter. He's got a couple of
last year. He's doing it on the straight this time instead of under the braking. But he goes into the corner.
Oh!
No, but it's Brian. I don't think like that. He said, you've just got to race and not make any mistakes, and that's what he did superbly.
Quarter of a second ahead of them. Will it last into these last 2 laps?